A very honest man. Anyway,
Could I add a little something to my bionic hearts?
Depends what that is. If it's a kill switch, no.
I complain if you
Actually, yes, it was a kill switch.
oh shit.
I'm not having you turn another player's heart off. Sorry, no.
Damn.
Let's not do that. But like,
That will be tech heresy anyhow.
No, it's not tech heresy to install a switch that when I press a button, it turns off your heart.
And besides, if you only turn off the second one, you'd be fine.
Um,
Oh well.
yeah. Or
So,
he could just turn it up while we're trying to sleep. You know, like when we're up for days. Like, ugh, like I have to do everything at the Orzhov Sock Drawer. I have to take laps around the ship. I have to assist Mr. Sebastian with one of his projects.
and Macarius is just laughing his face off, isn't it? Yeah. Just rod around the ship. You're an evil man.
Or Sebastian was doing experiments. Now we're going to get logs on Vicarious doing on crew members.
Exactly. Just like implanting random bits into the crew with kill switches. They implanted ammo a slave with cybernetic leg with kill switch. 14 people crushed in rolling shell accident. Experiment considered a success.
I'll accept the kill switches in your minions, but not in the player characters.
Jen,
It's
you've
like-
got something to do.
Have upped the amperage for all several crew members' hearts. Productivity has gone up, has almost tripled due to less need for sleep.
I think you're going back now, aren't you?
However, has also quadrupled.
You're going to go back and buy 2 lots of Vast, aren't you, for these things?
Apparently.
Just replace every heart on the ship.
I think, ladies and gentlemen, we have an acquisition program for the next few weeks sorted out.
Well, we know what factory Macarius wants next.
I want to
Okay.
actually. I want to buy a factory that produces advanced medkits.
Yep, that's actually probably quite a good idea.
Everybody needs advanced medkits. They work so well, including War Worlds.
I, on the other
Well,
hand, we're going to sell... Sorry, go on.
Technically, that's a whole set of factories that make kits, because you'll have a bandage factory and a Medigel factory and whatever else.
A plant.
Medigel? Are you mixing up Mass Effect here?
I'm sure there's some sort of goop the Imperium uses to do Medicaid.
Yes, it's called concrete. Into the wound. You're not needing any more, are you?
Fair
Anyhow.
agreed. Yes. Anyway.
We're done on.
use hammers and nails.
Yes.
To be fair, yes, they do use hammers and nails. Yeah. We're done on footfall now.
I assume
I
so.
think we are, yes.
Right. Belka, 7 days.
7 days. Nice, easy warp travel.
Wait, 7 days? Couldn't
Yeah.
we just go to Solus and Carmine on that 5-day trip?
Oh yeah, 6 days, okay.
Whatever. That's
All right.
that's not too too stressful. I say as I roll 100.
No, 6
Right, you found the Astronomicon?
Fate, apparently.
with a
not.
bunch of things.
I don't know how to feel about what's been going on today with our
Wow! And
What
then I
the
found Belka.
fuck?
What the hell?
So the
Six.
first one gives you a quarter of the duration. So it takes it down to a day and a half. The second one I'll call that the steering the vessel. And that one, so yeah, you kind of make that a day and a half
Holy fuck.
with no.
I was planning on using this warp trip since it was going to be about a week to,
Do everybody's new hearts, yeah.
Yeah.
With every day. You haven't even cleaned the table yet.
Yeah.
Well, cleared all the other stuff off the table because this is AdMech. Like, they worry about cleanliness.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. It's not so much about infecting the patient, it's about getting germs on the tech. That'd be disgusting.
So, to Belka you will go. Doink. Yes. So far you've spent 2 days in warp.
New record.
Yeah. Seeing you've actually jumped, twice, and you've only spent 2 days. Ooh. You do know that you've been doing really well on all these useless rolls. The moment you have to do something important, that's it. You're going to be lost in the walk for a year.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Yep.
Okay.
Lies, damn lies, and schnozberry hallucinations. I love the chat.
You're at Belka. You start unloading the factory.
we pinch ourselves to make sure we aren't dreaming and are in fact still stuck at footfall.
I think since we've like our complete understanding of warp travel has just completely been thrown away, cast to the winds now, we should probably all make insanity rolls just because the laws of the universe as we know it have just been changed. We have to make peace with that.
All the numbers on the map have been assumed to be the minimum time it takes. Now we discover we can make it in less than that? What? It's insane.
So yeah, let's write that path down.
Well, that's
Oh, yes, could we?
no,
that
'cause
path.
that's going off a known path already. You're using
oh,
the
yeah.
rules, aren't you?
Oh, I thought we were going from Footfall to Belka directly. Okay.
No, you're going footfall to Sergeant Kerr Mine, and then from the Belka, I'm just not making you roll extra to save a bit of paperwork.
Well, having said that, if we want to plot a direct footfall Belka route later, that might actually be a bad idea. Or
It's a 6-day jump.
a
normal.
Belka Malizio. Because that is a bit of a faff right now.
So,
gonna
while
give you
they're
a-
unloading stuff,
Yep, I'm going to
Like
give you a
I-
week to start the unloading and get that overwhelmed running.
Yep.
alright, so
And
who wants
replace
to go
your friend's
first?
Get
Uh,
chopping.
Yeah, get choppy. Alright, I'll go first.
Who was that?
Arb.
Arb?
Yep.
Alright. One mechanical heart for Arb. Ready?
Get on with it.
So, what do I roll for this? I know Medicaid. Do I need to use tech use or anything else?
I'm not entirely sure what the roles for implanting bionics are.
Damn it. Oh, that's priceless.
Yeah, nice.
Oh,
Let's keep this then. Let's keep this.
Yeah. Don't worry, your will be nice and doctored with me. I mean, safe.
Do I have
You might
to-
as well just leave everything to trust, honestly.
I'm not that kind of person. I'm not that kind of guy.
Trust has all the inferno grenade crates, and the firing mechanisms may or may not be attached to the door, which you have to open. Honest.
So, looking at it, it should be under Medicaid use,
Yeah.
or... where is
Attaching
it?
bionics and implants. There we go.
By implants?
152 in mine. If a
Ah.
character finds a doctor willing to install bionic implants, the process takes no less than 2d10 days. Minus 1 day for each plus on its toughness bonus.
Okay, so what's your toughness bonus?
Okay, my toughness bonus is 4.
4, and let's see, that's 2d10? Ouch.
Oh, how long? Oh,
So, that's
2 weeks.
14 days. 2 weeks.
14
So he's
days,
still
so
going to be
2
on
weeks.
he's still going to be on the doctor's bed when we jump again.
Well, I'll say you wait 2 weeks just to, to get everyone back up to speed.
Okay. So, 2 weeks,
Sentence.
that's that. And it
So-
says
Yeah.
that if it's in an advanced enough facility, it's auto, but call in the doctor to make a series of Medicaid or even tech use tests.
That could lead to such things as permanent crippling or blood loss. Shit.
Well, only if I really fuck up.
I'm going to say that this is going to be a minus 20 to Medicaid.
Okay, so I'm rolling against
Hold on.
80.
Just to give you a chance of failing, basically.
yeah.
I would have had a chance of
Ah.
failure no matter what because
Yeah.
of a automatic failure at 95, or is it 95?
Yeah, I think it's 95.
The
Okay,
noise
so-
wants to assist.
Hover by him while he does the operation.
What you doing?
What's
Ooh,
that organ?
pretty.
What does this bit do?
Squelch. Oh god. And we
So,
found like a ring in my intestinal tract later.
here's
How the hell did that-
here's my Medicaid.
Oh shit! That was
He
close.
leaves some nasty scars as he cuts you open and puts your heart in, but you're fine.
Wait, who was first? Wait, who was first?
Me.
Okay.
I had scars already anyway. It'll do.
All right, so I didn't make them any prettier, but that doesn't matter. All right. So who next?
I guess I'll go. I guess.
So once he's finished cutting.
I held.
All right, Aubrey.
What's
What?
Aubrey, don't you have Medicaid?
I do have Medicaid, yes.
Then you can actually lend aid as a nurse.
That's a point, actually. Yes. All right. Should I just make a separate Medicaid check then to see if I can add any degrees of success to Macarius's?
Doesn't it just add +10?
I have no idea. Sorry.
Just say it adds +10 for this.
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
simplest.
Then I'll
thing,
assist.
making it several rolls.
All right, so let's see. I'm going up for trust, right? Or crap, I can't remember.
Yeah, trust.
Wait, no.
No.
I love how you all think you have wills. When you die, everything belongs to Abash anyway.
We can at least dream.
All right, so check. Okay, so this is 2d10, and it's gonna be 8 minus your toughness bonus.
Okay. My toughness is 3.
Okay, so 5 days.
I love how the hardened soldier takes longer to recover than the bureaucrat.
All right, so
figure out
take
which
your
chart.
It's
minus 20 again, but I get +10 for Aubrey's help. Here we go.
Oh, no 100.
Slightly less
63.
scarring this time.
Basically, I'm the poor bastard who's been put in charge of cosmetic surgery afterwards.
That would be
Sandpaper helps.
Oh.
I think that's 2 degrees of success.
Yep.
No, wait, 3. No, 2.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter for this. You get the heart in.
Okay. All right.
You
So
remember the
anybody
anesthetic
else?
beforehand this time.
So anybody else?
Chip, chip, chip.
I thought that was
What
something
are
I just said. What
What are you saying back there?
You? Getting your own heart. I wasn't going for one.
I don't want one.
Oh no, Seb doesn't want one.
Yeah.
Deb doesn't want one. Does Sin or
No,
Little
Sin-
Bash?
I don't want one.
Oh god, that's a good idea.
Only left a watch inside of him.
Didn't see where though.
It's my ticker.
Oh no!
I was trying not to make that joke.
Wide, freaking open.
Thank you.
Oh god.
Way into somewhere and someone hears ticking coming from inside him. I'm not.
It's a bomb.
That has to be an episode. Oh, that does.
That was actually pretty good.
Dear.
So nobody else wants a heart?
Nope.
I just imagine you walking down the corridor. Anyone a heart? A heart?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start working on those
Still
Skitarii.
not with us right now.
Let's see, I've got 27 extra hearts and 30 soldiers that I want to augment.
Stop setting the hearts on fire, Seb. We kind of need those.
Well,
Okay.
So where
So-
are we going next, anyhow?
To the funny farm.
I'm gonna make this a minus 50 to do them all, and then degrees of success will be the number of botched surgeries or degrees of failure. Sorry.
Okay, so degrees of failure would be the number of botched surgeries.
Yep.
Minus 50.
Yeah, this
So-
is gonna be quite a test. If you're going to be installing this many hearts, it's going to be...
Okay, so that would be against 60 with Aubrey's help.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
10 more if I can get the hover. Brilliant leadership.
Oh, I don't know if he wants to spend that long or standing around you, because I assume we're going to make another warp jump at some point. We're not just going to sit here playing heart surgery with a starship.
Well, the actual heart
Starship's
surgery
fine.
is fairly quick. It's the recovery time that's going to take some time.
Ah,
Okay, I'll help.
Alright, so should I do the 2d10 and just say that's the recovery time? Just ignore that.
Yeah.
2d...
yeah.
Which one was that?
2d10.
Okay. 2d10, what's their... that's 11.
Be a
What's
3.
their actual toughness?
They're just normal guardsmen, so it'd be about a 3, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 human is 3.
So,
Yeah.
awesome. You're up 8
It-
days.
The entire crew disappears for a week.
No,
Not the
it's
entire
only
crew,
your
just our
combat
30
squad.
soldiers.
Oh, yeah,
Or
sorry, 30
27.
test subjects.
Although they all look a little panicked when they get wheeled into the operation room, strapped down, and see not just you there, but Bash with a big grin on his face and his chainsword.
I'm going to be honest with you,
those
Captain.
the 3 who
Alright,
aren't
you
getting
27
done are
have
the
been chosen
luckiest
to
men.
have a new heart implanted.
Gosh.
Okay.
The Hearts and Mind Brigade.
Yeah. You're not going to win their
I'm
hearts, you're just going to replace them. It's quicker.
Yeah.
I've hand painted
Alright.
them all unique.
So, I hope you all enjoy your new armored hearts.
Sorry. Goat, did you just say you were hand painting each one?
Yes.
Yes! Yes! That is brilliant. It's
Uh,
got like little smiley
eggs.
faces on all of them.
Gray's going to be spoiled for episode titles.
I am. Unfortunately, they're all coming too close together.
Alright, so it's up against 70?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Medical
Wow.
prodigy!
It goes brilliantly.
Yeah, that's,
These guys have no
that's 6
scars
degrees
at
of
all.
success.
Everyone comes out, looks like they've been, nothing wrong with you. Aubrey's looking down there, it looks like somebody's been jumping up and down with his on his chest with crampons on.
Those guys came out with less scars on than they went in with.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we probably should
They're all
have gone
just sort
last.
of leaving there, scratching their head, going, well, that wasn't so bad.
The thing is, they probably think it's good luck that their heart has been blessed by painting by the Lord Captain. Probably you could probably tell them that's part of the ritual.
Yeah.
So,
Walk across
yeah.
my belly button. You could go up
that's
to
a
my
bunch of hearts.
Yep.
rib cage and go right across. Sorry. Okay, seeing as we have now officially done everything we planned to do, I mean, we've gotten everybody the hearts, we've gotten the Factorum setting up rather.
Yeah,
on
it's going to
Belka.
take a year or two to actually start producing.
Yeah, yeah, okay,
Well,
but
we
it's
need
in
to get
the
a supply of
works.
materials to it, so I'd say let's go to Lucen's Breath and
Need to train
get
some
some
people.
from the mining world.
Yep, so going to Lucy's Breath is a good idea to get the materials for it. We could do training actually while we're in the warp anyway.
What
Yeah.
What is
Well, that's
our
all
little
mechanic
freight
as
doing
well.
at the minute?
I think our freighter either is or was shuttling stuff from Malzeal, all the Factorum parts we permanently borrowed.
Yeah, it was-
Just consider the freighter, unless you need it for something specific, will be just transporting goods.
Well, in that case, actually, can we say that the freighter is actually doing the material transits for us?
Yeah.
So that we could. So that's
Yeah,
just.
that's
It's
fine.
just something we don't have to worry about in terms of. I don't want to say menial labour, but
Yeah, it's not going to be interesting for anybody for you to go off and try and broker mining rights. So we'll say you
we've
can.
done that already anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll say you've got some materials coming from Lucian's Breath.
In which case, can I actually just? Well, in that case, we probably need to brainstorm something we need to do then. So
Well, we do have crates of weapons we picked up from Malzeal.
we do, and Zafe is actually. Well, we can jump straight to Solace and then jump to Zafe. And I know.
It's the same thing.
Those
Same thing
crates
if
of
you just jump from
weapons.
here.
Those crates of weapons. What are they?
Aubrey's
Las guns, I think.
Regular
I
las
think they're
guns?
basic las. I think they're. I don't know if they're a certain breed of lasgun, but they are lasguns.
Yeah, just las guns.
Alright, I'll just take one of them.
Don't you have like way better guns already anyway?
Yeah, I've got a gun that's attached to my shoulder. I need one that's basic in my hands.
Oh, I see. Okay. Anyway,
Easy carrying
I-
round gun.
Yes. I know.
And hey, it's something to hold.
Yeah. True.
Yep.
I mean, I know you
Means-
technically can't go straight from Belka to safe, but Aubrey's just looking for a desperate excuse to go back. So that's his excuse.
Do we even have
Well-
a path to Zaith?
No, because every time you've done it, it's gone so horribly wrong. You decided you're going to wait for a better attempt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
There
So-
are a couple of unclassified worlds, actually. I mean, which we could at least... Because I think unclassified means that the Imperium knows that they exist, but they haven't actually bothered to explore them yet. So we could
Yeah,
actually have an
same.
opportunity there. I mean, if we're the first people to go down to these unexplored worlds and find out stuff about them, I don't doubt there'll be people out there who will buy the information from us.
depends if there's anything interesting there.
Granted, yeah. I mean, yes, if we
I-
turn up in their death worlds, admittedly, then we just want to put up a warning beacon saying, stay the fuck away, but if there is anything of worth there, we'd be having first shout at it.
It might be covered in orcs.
That would also be a reasoning for me to put a big fuck off warning beacon next to it, but I suppose it's each man to his own.
Cobalt is full of orcs, for instance. We found that out when we went adventuring.
Oh,
Yeah, Cobalt has orcs
that
in
was
it.
the long haul in the middle of nowhere. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's right by the 100 teeth, isn't it? Yeah.
So what? Valsetti's Salvation or going to Zaith to set up weapon trade contracts? I guess.
Yeah, well, those both seem like perfectly good ideas. I mean, I just think we need to just see, everybody
Yep.
throw in 2 cents, see if we can come up with anything, because we've hit the
Yeah,
end of our
well-
current ideas.
Yeah, I don't think we want to go to Selden's Folly with these las guns just yet. They might recognise them.
That is an incredibly good point, actually. Yeah, so let's leave.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
leave
probably
that
not
one
the best idea to do that.
Yeah, that's a good call. What's just red rather than red and black? Frontier Worlds.
We
Well,
could go
actually,
have a look at-
Frontier World might be another place where they want arms. Because Frontier World, I don't know the technical definition off the top of my head, but that kind of speaks to me as a sort of Wild Westy type place where they want guns.
They're just recently settled ones, aren't they?
Yeah, pretty much like
Oh.
Belka. I could probably change Belka to that now.
Well, I mean, that just seems like another place where
Yep.
we could legitimately try and offload the guns, or at least set up contracts to
Yep.
offload guns.
Zaith would probably be easier.
True, it is a war world on the Frontier
Yeah.
World. But what say if the place we went to and blew up half of the war's space stations anyway?
Yeah, you sided with the Gregorians and blew up the Orvarians.
Yeah, but the Gregorians still need guns, and we took 6 of their orbital defense platforms. So
True, I'm just sort of wondering if the Gregorians will have won by the time we get back, though.
No,
I-
that was only over one continent.
Oh, in which case, yeah, fine. In that case, yeah, they'll still
You've
be
tipped
able
the
to win.
balance, but not all the way.
So let's still to
We
the
need
other
to-
side.
Exactly, Sam to the Orvarians, and that way we could rebalance.
yeah, but are they going to really want to say, "Oh, hey, here's that frigate that blew up 6 of our defense platforms, compromising our defense of of the eastern continent, and getting us invaded"?
Only if anybody on the space stations lived long enough to take pictures.
And they didn't.
Well,
And we are shooting quite a long way away anyway because we're spaceships.
yeah, but we're the only Zaith isn't exactly a highly trapped system. There aren't that many ships that came in, and remember the system patrol craft did come out and say hi when we visited.
That's true.
Which would be really nice to have the other rogue trader actually from Selden's Folly, because then she could trade with the Orvarians?
Yeah, the Orvarians were the faction we didn't support on Zeph.
Yeah, so that she could set up trade contracts with the Orvarians if we can get her on side.
True, although we probably, I mean, how...
Yeah, it's just it's convincing her to work with us now that we've stolen her factory.
Yeah, which is going to be a bit of a struggle.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah,
imagine a rogue trader would have the smarts to have some sort of something in place to stop psychic meddling.
Like a Psyker.
Yeah. Or she'd have enough sort of mental barriers to mean that Paradox, we'd have to work really, really hard to not
Yeah.
do anything that makes her Paradox trip.
We just have to keep her around long enough.
Or we could
That way
actually...
we could just drive her insane.
We'll just indoctrinate her the old-fashioned way.
I was going to say, we could negotiate whether and indoctrinate her diplomatically. I mean, I
Yeah.
know it doesn't give Seb a chance to mind rape somebody, but it seems a bit more reliable
should
and
we-
PR friendly.
To be fair, the less practice he gets at that, the better I feel.
Finally, something we actually completely agree on.
So do we want
Yeah.
to start with Nadoesh then, because that's an easy trade relatively.
Well,
Another
yeah,
frontier world that we can just sell guns to and find out what they've got.
yeah. I'd be behind that if that's what we want to go with.
Sounds
Yeah.
fun.
Okay. Well, okay. What's the one south of it? South west of it?
Raqqa, or Raqqa,
Oh,
or
can't
Rakata I should say.
It says feral.
Yeah, so it's like,
Yeah, sorry, I'm
Less
colourblind. Feral and feudal look pretty much identical to me.
Oh, yeah, right.
yeah, they were pretty much identical when you're not colourblind.
Oh, okay.
They pretty much.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, one's yellow, one's green, but
But yeah,
The
basically,
only real
Victorious
difference
is-
is that feral worlders actually have a technological base, and feudal are like knights.
yeah.
It's basically the feral worlds are in the throes of a industrial revolution.
No, I thought that was feudal worlds. I thought
think-
feral worlds were like.
Feudal worlds are the ones that have plate mail.
Yeah, but I thought feral worlds were like cavemen and shamans.
Yeah, they're like. I was under the impression they were just we're talking space tribesmen, basically.
I thought they were sort of the link between good worlds and death worlds. Sort of
Well-
still wild and wilderness and all that kind of.
Oh, right. no,
Lots
that'd
of
be-
wilderness that wants to eat you, but
Yeah.
very little.
But not quite
Not
as
as-
can.
But not the planet itself wanting to eat you.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so
just
the death
bears and wolves.
just the
It's
one.
just, it's just angry bears and angry wolves sort of thing, rather than angry trees and angry bees and everything.
Yeah, angry caves, angry surface, air, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Angry rain.
I suppose that's what we could do. Actually, we could go to Nadwesh and sort of do a loop back. Go
Yeah,
from
go
Belgrade to
through.
Nadwesh, go to Rakata, go to Zaif, back to Solace. Sort of set up a loop there.
Well, yeah, we can.
That'd be actually a pretty good trade
set up
route
a loop,
there.
Just,
Yeah.
Yeah, do a loop. Go see what they want.
I mean, I don't know if I think Gray's disabled the little plotter, but
Oh, there we go.
something like
Well, that's gonna be, and then we can go to Solace, which satisfies whoever wanted to go there.
Aubrey is pleased. But yeah, no, I mean,
Oh, hoping to be.
very good. You're terrible, but it's very good.
And once we set up some trading stuff there, in each of those, we can figure out another factory that we can work on getting.
And we can set up another caper. Should we go with that then?
Let's get a factory that produces factories.
Oh God!
Yeah, that's a good idea.
If that is actually possible, yeah.
I think
we
that's
should-
called the
Justice.
Forge World.
Oh yeah, very good.
So we actually want a factory that builds factories.
Well,
Mhm.
then again, we're trying to turn Belcor into a Forge World anyway, so that probably will come with time.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that
Nadoesh
okay?
then.
It's a game plan then, Jess.
So to the two people that I gave them hearts,
Yes.
did you add your +1 and your sprint talent?
Yes, I've added a talent and a +1 body armor.
Awesome.
What does sprint actually do?
You
Makes
Oh,
it
it
so
makes you
that
go fast.
run stupid fast.
you can run, I think, 4 times your move distance, rather than 2.
Oh, right, cool. Okay. I'll
I'd have to look it up, but
No, I'll look it up because I'll have to mod it into my sheet anyway. So.
Yep.
But yeah, should we go to Nadwesh and see how many random cow scrub?
See how many random other worlds we visit.
You start off at Nadoesh, you're going to end up at Audrey's Anvil.
Oh God, no. That's.
Where's that?
Uh,
I can't even
if
see
you
that one on the
look
map.
You look slightly to the right and above Nadwesh. It's right next to Selden's Folly. That's a dead world. Dead worlds can sometimes be Necron Tomb worlds that the Imperium hasn't recognised yet. Let's not go there.
Well, we don't
Shiny.
have land.
Let's go there and take the shiny things.
Yeah, we can sell them.
Oh Lord.
I mean, Necrons are just like murder servitors you haven't met yet.
I don't think we can sell. I don't think we can sell Necrons. That would be a really bad idea. I mean, as a tech priest in character, I'm all for it. Out of character, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
As
so-
a tech priest being against it, no way. Tech priest would be all for it, but yeah. Right. We have some auguries
I'm
to find then.
not only am I a tech priest, I'm an explorator. We're supposed to find that kind of crap.
Yeah.